Okay, so we start the class once again. Mic is unmuted, recording is started, and in the chat session, I just write start. Okay, so now we want to see the access control options in the SharePoint Admin Center. Here we have in the SharePoint, see this is my usual company that we are using. Email is ms at COMP3121Z dot on Microsoft.com. So in this one, if we go to SharePoint Admin Center, and there in the policies, we have sharing and access control. So in the access control, we have these options, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this one is included this year. Not working perfectly yet, but we will see what options are here. This one also does not, we cannot test it because when we click on it, we see that it works with unmanaged devices. But the thing is, to use this one, Microsoft has limited. Last year, there were some options that in this one we can use. But now it says that to use this setting, get a subscription to Enterprise Mobility plus Security and assign a license to yourself. So this is not available for free subscription. So then we are not going into this one. Unmanaged devices. Anyway, what it was that Microsoft can also link the devices. We can register the devices with the system, with the SharePoint, and there is another app that actually gets the list of all the devices. Enterprise Mobility plus Security and conditional access policies to protect your organization information. So for this, if we get this service subscription, then we can register our devices that from where our users will access our data or our sites. So we have the control up to that level also. If our company wants to, then we will purchase this function and then we can use it. But this time we will go to the next one, idle session sign out. This one has options that we can use now. If we click it on, if we click it off, of course, there will be no restriction. But if we click it on, then we can use these options like sign out users after 1 hour and give users with this much notice before signing them out. I mean, it's 15 minutes before system will warn them that if you don't do any activity, then after 15 minutes, the login will be automatically logged out. Sometimes happens that we were doing something, but then we got something else to do and we just left our computer on and the login on, and then we just started to do something else. Then in this scenario, that after 1 hour and giving 15 minutes notice, still if we are not there, we don't do any activity, our login will be logged out. So this session, this setting we can set here, and because I have already set, so it's not active. What I can do, I can just change it a little bit and then it will be available to save. These settings we can only select whatever is here. So we just select right now to just see 4 hours and then 15 minutes notice or whatever notice we like to, and we save, and of course this will be saved. So idle session sign out automatically signs out the users if they are inactive for this time period. And this is also one way to, this is also assumed as a measure of safeguarding the data. So for the long time, it's not really as effective, but of course, it has some effect that users will be uh, forced to log out, or they will remember to log out when they are going somewhere out as a best practices. So we can see idle session sign out, but it has the options and information, rules and regulations. I also have copied there. So you guys can go through that. I will just quickly go through those. This setting is not available without purchase, and idle session sign out is available. And we will just take a picture also when we are changing this setting. And this will be our picture number 5 for our assignment. We can just easily go there back, click on the idle session sign out. How this started, let me just show you. It's SharePoint Admin Center. How we go there, from here, we go to the admin, and from here, this page will open. On this page, when we see all, we have here SharePoint. We click on that and we reach to SharePoint Admin Center. In the SharePoint Admin Center, we click on policies, and here we see sharing that we just completed, and then we see access control. We click on this one, we reach to this access control page. On the idle session sign out, we click, and here we see the settings. So we click new setting, and then we will be able to save. We just take a picture of this page and save it for our assignment. Here on the right corner, we will see the username, and here will be the setting. So picture 5, idle session sign out setting is saved. So when we click on here, then it will be saved, but after this page will vanish. So I'm just taking the picture here before clicking on save. So then I click on save, and this setting will be saved. But if we want to keep it on it goes back to 1 hour. Anyway, here is the setting that we can, if we go to less than that, it still keeps on 1 hour. So this setting, we can see that there are some rules and regulations also to change these settings. We see here, but we have taken our picture number 5 to that how we can change the settings for idle session sign out. We can go to this link and see more details, or we can read here also that idle sign out, how it works. It applies to the entire organization. The more important thing is this one is not only for the site to site different settings, but still we can have, but there is behind paid subscription. If we get that subscription that is mentioned here, then we can somewhere in this document or on the internet, we can see that with that paid subscription, we can have settings also for each site or individual users. But here we have for the entire organization that will be applied to all the sites and all the users. And when this time will be elapsed and there is no activity, then users will see a message like this. And also, this is noticeable that Microsoft is saying that activity is counted as requests sent to the SharePoint, such as mouse click on a user interface element like a button, list entry, or a link. Moving the mouse and scrolling are not counted as activity. Means if just only we move the mouse a little bit, as it works in the case of screensaver, Microsoft SharePoint is not assuming that as an activity. Moving the mouse and scrolling are not counted as activities. If users don't select continue, they are automatically signed out and the following message will appear that like this. You are signed out of the Office 365. Here are a little bit more rules and regulations that we can see. If a user is active in another Microsoft 365 service, such as Outlook, but inactive in SharePoint and OneDrive, they are signed out across Microsoft 365. And if a user has multiple tabs to OneDrive and SharePoint sites open at the same time, they won't be signed out unless they are inactive on all the sites. If they have more than one tab, then any tab has some activity. It's considered as to the activity. There is another rule also. Users won't be signed out if they selected to stay signed in when they signed in. Remember, when we sign in, there is a small pop-up comes that keep me signed in. So if we select that, this setting will not work. So they will be kept signed in. For info about hiding this option, see add company branding to your sign-in page in Azure Active Directory. And the next one, users won't be signed out on a managed device, one that is compliant or joined to a domain. That if we have registered their devices already with our company, unless they are using in private mode or a browser other than Edge or Internet Explorer, then probably then the system cannot check that, and then they will be the system will log them out. If they use Google Chrome, you need to use an extension to pass the device state claim. For more info about device state claim, see the Azure Active Directory conditional access tool. This is the same setting that needs a paid subscription. Yeah, this is just the announcement that Microsoft is not supporting Internet Explorer 11 from August 17, 2021. How we specify, we have seen that already. This is the setting, we just change it, then we save it, and here is another interesting practice that we will be completing, that how we can use the with programming, how by using the PowerShell, how we can use the same setting. That is interesting, and I will complete with you that we can use here it says the download the latest version of SharePoint Online Management Shell. This is, we can download this one also, and then we can change the setting from our PowerShell also. Okay, let me just go back and click on this page so then we can download easily. The link will be there. Starting point was here. So from this link, see, this is the main page that from Microsoft Documents that sign out inactive users. All the details are here, and near the end of the document, there is also this topic: specify idle session sign out settings by using PowerShell. So here is the download link for the latest SharePoint Online Management Shell. I just go there and we can download from here. Here we can select the language also. We just keep it English and then we download this software, SharePoint Online Management Shell. You guys can click here and then download. It is not a big software, 3.2 megabytes only, and we click on this one, then it can be installed. I just have noted few things in our SharePoint, in our PowerPoint slides, that when we get this software, this is the final command that we want to execute. But first we will see how we will get this software. These are the options that we use in the command. So like on this page, we will download, and if it is already installed, it's better to uninstall it first. So let me see if I have, how we check that. We go to add remove documents, sorry, add remove programs, and we click on it and we see if we have that SharePoint. No, I don't have that installed. So then I can just install it once again. SharePoint Online Management Shell Setup. I accept the terms and conditions and we install it. So this is completed. We click on finish. So then the next step, we want to run this software. So we go here and then this was just to make sure we have latest version. There are some commands also after that. We will try those commands also to update our latest version. Here is detailed document also how we start with this one. And we can see if the software is installed, then we can use that one. If not, we can still use the our PowerShell, Windows PowerShell. But here it is installed now, recently added. See, so I can click on this one. We click on this one and it's here. It looks like PowerShell, but it's a little bit different. SharePoint Online Management Shell. So here we can give our commandlets. Which commandlets we have, we can see on the website, and also I have collected here. First one, we can click on Get Module. We can also check if we have already, first we can check if we have already installed. We check with this command. So of course that we have already checked, we have, but we can try this command and it will show us the version name and the version. So here we can see that binary, manifest, and script, all these things are here. But still it says it's not recognized because it does not, I believe, on the one line. So, but anyway, we have our SharePoint Online Management Shell. So that is here. And if we don't have, we have another tool also, very helpful. Maybe if we can close this one, we can use that one also. We go here and we write here PowerShell. Windows PowerShell ISE. So this one. And now we see this one gives that we have PowerShell this version and it is installed. So what else we can test? We can, if we don't have, we can install also with the command. Install the module. This command we give and then it will be installed if we don't have, but we have it already. And there is another option also. If we don't have administrative privileges, yeah, this is important. Let me just see. Sorry, I think so. I forgot. Yeah, this is only Windows PowerShell ISE shows. I should start in administrative mode. We know how we do that. Let me just show you quickly once again. PowerShell, yeah, this one. But here we right click and we click Run as an administrator. So then it will be showing here Administrator Windows PowerShell ISE. Okay, so I was here on our PowerPoint slides. I'm just looking time to time at our meeting is going fine. We have mic working, recording is working, participants, nobody is waiting, and the chat window is fine. So if we don't have this module, with this command, we can install the module programmatically and we can update also. We can try this command to update our module. If the module is not up to date, ours is, but we can just try this command. Then system will check and update our module. So we give the command here. I just take it to the same line. Update module name. This is the name, Microsoft.online.sharepoint.PowerShell. See, the script is running. Here we can see in the status line. Yeah, it's updated. No message, no errors. So it is updated. So this command is also working. And next, to open, I have shown you already that if we go to our start menu, we will see SharePoint Online here somewhere. If we don't see and we want to use it, we can write here as usual we do with the programs, that share, and here we see SharePoint Online Management Shell. Either we can use it or we can use our regular Windows PowerShell ISE, at least in Windows 10, with the administrator rights, it will work as the same way. Here I have mentioned both of the programs. Okay, and then this one we can do a couple of the things. This is interesting now, but still there is one more thing that I'll show you. We have to log in as an admin. Sorry, we have to connect to our admin center. Now, either from our PowerShell or from the SharePoint PowerShell, we have to connect it to our site. This is our local computer that we are working on. We need to log in. How we will do that? We will log in with the credentials that we have already. I just copy this command and you guys can change this command according to your company names. How we do that? Here I'm writing and I will show you which part is to be changed. See, this is the command connect SPO service. This is also part of the parameter dash URL. Then we write HTTPS dot double slash. Then this is the name of the organization. Remember, this is the name of my organization. Here you write the name of your organization. Only this part you just change. Take from the SharePoint, take point from the PowerPoint slide, the whole command, and just change this part as your name of the company. The part of the, only this part of the name of the company, paste it here. And this thing should be like this. Always it is like this. This minus sign or dash, we said admin dot SharePoint. Okay. And we click enter and we see it should be connected to our SharePoint online. Yes, it's connect, could not connect to SharePoint online. Oh, maybe I am missing that .com or let me try SharePoint.com. Sorry, I think so I'm missing. Yes, now it is connecting. See, it needs the same authentication that we have started with, email and the password as an admin. So ms at COMP3121 dot on Microsoft Microsoft.com and next. We'll ask the password. Maybe it will ask for the the approved sign in also from my phone. If you have enabled, you will also get just give me a minute. No, I have missed it somewhere. I just turned on my phone. So I have to send it once again. Or I can click on, I can't use my app right now. I can send once again. Send another request. I think so it will come now. No, I don't see on my phone. Okay, I can click enter a security code. So then it will send a code to my phone. But if everything is working, it comes usually quickly. It's not coming yet. Let me just see my app. Yeah, I think so. I got the code. Let me just try. Yes, see, it is connected now. So this is very interesting program. We can connect to our cloud site just from the PowerShell of our local computer. And now we can issue the commands that will go directly to our site. And we can see that we are really connected. I'll show you that a command that can show us the list of our sites. The list of our sites, get SPO site. This command get us the list of all our sites. Get SPO site. Let me just do it. Get SPO site. And see, these are the sites that I have. SharePoint.com search site, sites that M365LP, a site for week 9. See, this is the site that I created this for this class. ESC, just take one of like a site for week 9. So if we go there, we can see that for sure we have that site. See, a site for week 9. See this one, site ESC, site M365LP. Let me show you if we, yeah, see, M36P, 365 LP, learning paths. So now we are connected to our cloud site from our local Windows PowerShell. And we can give the commands, issue the commands that will get information from there. But of course, before that, we have logged in. This is secure. This is not an unsecure login, unsecure connection. This is a secure connection. Few other just informative and helpful commands I will introduce you guys. So one was this one, get SPO10. Oh yes, there is another get SPO10 and it will give lot of information, but I'm not going to that one. That takes there's a lot of information. You cannot even go through those. This we have tried already. Get module, then we got the name and version of our program. And get SPO site has some parameters also. We can give the name of the site also with that identity parameter. And then we can write the name of the site. And with the identity, we can use also there is another parameter also. See this one, group ID defined. If we have defined a site for a group, only those sites will be listed here if we issue this command. I just got these commands from the Microsoft website. We can still see those commands from there. This is the download page actually. And that was getting started. That is also a very informative page. This one. No, this is another command still. Assign admin roles to the Microsoft 365 user accounts with PowerShell. I believe I have copied the URL also. So you guys can also see yourself and study more on it. So that URL I don't see, but if we search, we can even uh, search ourselves. I just search it right now. We can search this one, SharePoint Online Management Shell. And if we go to a new tab, and this is download, this is get started. Okay, so get module, this command we have tried. Install module, we can update module, we just tried this one. And connect, we also tried this one. So with this one, we connected with our site. And we can even remove a site with that code, and we can remove a deleted site. If we click here, we can see the code from here. And we can read here the details, very informative. Okay, so still we are here, and we have actually a last command that we want to try. Actually, for that we started all this process, and that is a couple of pages down. We have tried these commands. This one I just want to try, show you that how this works. That if we have a group site, one or more than one, those sites will be listed here with this command, get SPO site, get SPO site. Then we have some parameters that limit all, this is one parameter. And then group ID defined, true. GROUP, group ID, DEFIN, define, and the helpful pop-up was also there. Group ID defined and $sign, true. And when we click enter, then we see the list of my sites, that I have only one site that has a group, means the site team site. So is this one. So group ID true. If we change same one with group ID false, let's see what happens. We have all the remaining sites that does not have a group. So these are the other of my sites. So this command we have tried, and this is the actual command that we want to test, that we want to issue, that we have done with user interface. Now we will do it with the code. And in this exercise, we have seen how we can connect from our local computer, Windows PowerShell, to our PowerPoint cloud site. So that is really helpful. Sometimes we want to do things with the code, so then it will be very helpful. So this is the command set SPO browser idle sign out. We want to click it enable true, and we want to give the one after new time span 2700 seconds. It comes in, it has to specify in the seconds. And sign out after new time span seconds 3600 seconds. Now we just copy it from here. I'll copy it from here and I will go to my command prompt and paste this one. And when we click, the setting is already done, because if it was not successful, then there will be a message. But how we can see that it is actually set or not? Just set rather than set. We will click, we will issue get, and then this will get the information about this setting. And see, it is showing that it is enabled true, and one after 45 minutes, and sign out after these much seconds is actually 1 hour. Let's try, maybe this is right or wrong. Okay, then no problem, we can test it. But if it work or not, then I have to see, because on the site, on the user interface, there was fixed fixed times only, that after 1 hour there was 4 hours only, and then only the 15 minutes or 30 minutes time span that we can do. Let's see if by code we can change it in between, or we need that settings. This is warning. So 27, let's say we make it, it's almost 3000. So let's make it 6000. And here we make 36. We keep it double of that. Let's say 2 hours. So see what happens. New time for the sign out after. So I want to make it double. So it will be 36 plus 36, 2 and 72. 72 seconds. And we see how it works now. It doesn't say any error message, but if we get this parameter, now we see what is the result. Yeah, it is set according to as we have set, that one after 1 hour 40 minutes and log out after 2 hours means 60 minutes. So with the code, we can change the setting according to our requirements also. But in the actual user interface, we have only set options that we have given in the system already. So now we have learned that how we can connect to our SharePoint Online from our local Windows PowerShell, and then we can issue the commands from here after the login. This is a secure connection. There is no problem. It has login, username, password, and authentication by the device, by the phone. And then after that, it has allowed us to connect to our SharePoint Online cloud site. And after the session, is good practice always just to exit. So we can just exit from here. But before that, we want to take a picture. Okay, so that picture will show us that we have set the option by the code. So this picture or the other picture, we can just take it right now. Picture, any setting, this one or the above one. I just take the second one. and paste it as an example also here. So another example picture, number 6, idle session sign out setting is set with code. This code is set. Okay, so this is the picture number 6, and I'm just saving this document. And after the class completes, you can see this document like in an hour or maybe even before. But how you can make sure this is the new document. The name of this document will be ending with next version number C3121 week 09. Before, the previous document that I have shared with you guys is version A, first version, PBTX, and now I'm compiling this version number B. Same file name up to here, C3121 week 09, but now you will see the version number B. So when you see the version number B, you can keep this one and discard the version A, because I have just started from version A and now added a couple of new example pictures. In fact, should be all 10 pictures if we will be able to complete them, and then you can use this to create your own assignment for the week number 9 for this week. Okay, so this topic is completed. Now we go to the next topic. Just give me a second. I take a sip on my tea. Thank you very much. Now we have to complete quickly because we are left with almost only 1 hour and 10 minutes. And if we want to take a little break, also 5 minutes, then we have almost only 1 hour. So we have to complete remaining 4 pictures. And today we also have to discuss about our project. We decided that, remember that we want to start our project soon, so students have enough time, so that we also have to discuss. Okay, so this is the picture number 6 we have completed already, and now the next setting in access control will be network location. That each of these topics are wide topics. We can give them a lot of time also, or we can just summarize them in a short time, and then of course this is a starting point, then you guys practice on your own, because in this 4 hours you know that how much we can study. I try my best to compile as much as like usually 200 slides, 250, 240, sometimes even more. But of course, we have limited time. But the knowledge that you should gain for your real professional life, you should gain much more knowledge than this actually. This is a starting point, then you should explore on your own. Okay, so this setting that under the SharePoint Admin Center, policies, access control, network location. I just go there to my site and show you guys. Sorry, I want to exit from my PowerShell. Okay. I just exit from the PowerShell. Okay, this is my starting page. I have more than one account, so I'm just always confirming that yes, this is our usual account, and this is my Start 365 Admin Center, this SharePoint Admin Center, and now we are on network location. So on the network location, we can just first of all turn it on or off. And how it works, that if we really want to do that, only the users coming from a specific IP address should be able to access our site. But this is a very powerful control, but it's a little dangerous also. If we, by mistake, do not specify our own IP address, we will be left out without any access to our own site. Because then the system will be only checking the IP address. If it is not in the list, the system will not allow us to access our own site. Then the documentation says that still we have the option, then we can call the Microsoft and they will arrange access back to us. But that's of course a hassle. So, and there can be another scenario also, that many times the IP addresses are not fixed. Our internet provider or wherever is our DNS server who is giving an IP address to our machine from where we are connecting to our cloud. If it will be changed, then we will be again not able to access our site. So we can set this option, but very carefully. So right now we will not change it. So we don't want to by accident leave ourselves out of the system. But this setting is that if we keep it on, here we will need to put a list of the IP addresses that we want to allow. For example, 192, the famous one, 168, 1.1, or any list of the, like one, if we want to give a list, we give it like this, 1 from 0 to 27. It means 1.1, 1.0, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 up to 27. So like this we can give the list of the address. And if we can separate them with the commas, or it says that make sure your IP address is included in the ranges you enter so you don't log yourself out. See? And use this setting to allow access only from IP addresses that your organization owns. Yeah, better is that. And allow access only from specific IP address ranges. If we click it on, then only IP addresses from this list will be allowed to connect to our site. So I'm just clicking back it off. So we have not changed it on, but because we have just changed it, the save is enabled and the ranges are separated by commas. Yeah, if we give some ranges, but right now we have off. Yeah, again, the same message is saying that the list should not be overlapping and we should always include our own IP address. And before that, if we have a dynamic IP address, we should get a static IP address. So always our IP address is the same that we have allowed here. The batteries, I can also cancel it. So this setting is not changed. We have discussed this setting, that network location, how we can limit the access with the network locations only given into the list. Here we can read a little bit detailed rules and regulations, that how the system allows the control with IP address. And remember to include our own address, and it must be, and it's not must be, it can be a dynamic, but then of course when it will be changed, then we will be left out without any access. So we are not taking the picture here because we are not changing this setting. So now we go to the next setting, that in the same page we have apes that don't use modern authentication. So if the old apes are accessing our sites, if we limit them, then they will not be anymore able to access our site. This option, we go there and see the option as allow access or block access. If we keep it allow access, all the devices either they use the older method or the newer methods, they will be able to access our sites. But if we click on block access, then if the apes are not using the new method of authentication, they will not be able to connect to our sites. So we just leave it allow, we don't change it, and we just come back without changing it. Limit OneDrive is also interesting. I will show you in that practice. We have one or two things that we can learn, but in this one we don't change this one, and then we go to the next setting. We have not taken picture here also. Next setting we will try to see, but still this function is not working as expected. I tried practiced myself with even a newer site, but then still the function actually was the same. But we see how this works at least. When the from the Microsoft, this setting will be working. This is new actually. This is only this year included. Before the last year, this option was not here. Limit OneDrive access with the security groups. With the security groups. The first, of course, if we want to use this setting, we need to create at least one or more security groups. And then we will create a security group. This will be our lab practice. If we go to here, limit OneDrive access, we go here and it says limit OneDrive access to only users in specified security groups. Then how we can do that? We need to create a security group. So these groups are already there. I created these two security groups. I will create one more to show you guys how we create a security group. We go to our Microsoft 365 Admin Center, and here we have teams and groups and active teams and groups, and here we have the list of the groups that we have for this site. This is all Microsoft 365 distribution list, mail enabled security, and here is security group. We click on Microsoft 365 Admin Center, teams and groups, active teams and groups, and security. We have already some groups. So we want to create another group, security group. So we click on add a group. Not a very complicated process, simple. Here we can click on security group, and then options will be not a lot. So we click on next, just the basic information. Security group 3. We click next. This is basic information, easy and simple, only 2 pieces of information, and we are ready to finish. Create the group. the group is created. We close it, but still the task is not completed because in the group we need some users also. So this is our security group 3. We click on it. Then the page for the group comes here. And there we actually add the members. So we add on also group owner. So we can assign group owner. Okay. So one owner is added. Now we go back and we click on members, manage members, add members. First of all, I would like to add myself also. So then I would like to add here users. Sorry, I made a mistake in the spelling. User 3. I want to add user 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Actually, the whole series of number 3. Any number of users we can add actually. Okay, so we add. So now we have all these members. If we go back to summary page, we now have 11 members and 1 owner. Okay, so group is ready. The security information is there and the members are there. Owner is there. So now we want to try that if we limit the access to our OneDrive just to this security group, what happens? But the thing is, the system of this setting is not really working. I tried 2, 3 times and I created altogether a new subscription just to try that if there is a problem in the subscription because we have expired subscription, but that was not the case. With the new one, the same error came, and I will show you how we set it, and if it works right now, it will be good. Otherwise, we see. So the security group is there. Here is the setting, and in the security group, maybe we have to refresh to see that if all our groups are here. So these are already there. If we want to add another one, now this is the new security group. See, the security group number 3 is also added. So we click on save. So we want to say that only people, users in these groups should be able to access our OneDrive. And it should happen like that, but let's try to save and see what happens. It says change the list. We say yes, okay, and see if it works. Apparently it worked, but I'm still not sure it will work because last time it gave the message. I tried 2, 3 times and it was not working properly. If we see back the list, see also we can see that our group number 3 that we just added system gave no error message, but we don't see that here. See, the group number 3 is not added in the group, in the list of the security groups. So this function is not yet working very properly, but we have seen that how the system works. So if we see there is a picture for this one, then we can create the picture and continue with our work. We have created the security group this way. We have added the user in the group, and then we added the group into the security settings. And then just to test, I created a new subscription. We don't have time to create a new subscription right now, but you guys can try yourself. And what I did, I created a new subscription with a new username and password and gave it a name like this, md@gb3121.onmicrosoft.com, and it was created. The subscription was created. See, and then I created 2 users in it to make it 3 users, and then I created a security group in it, and then I added the user to the security group, myself and user 1 to the security group, and just left the second user out of it. And then I set the option, and that time the system gave an error message. This time the system gave no error message, but the group was not added. So we can just take the picture when we were adding that we have touched this setting, but if we are not able to save, it's something in the system. Okay, here we try once again. Group number 3. See, it's here now. And then I click on save. But before that, I will take a picture. And I will keep the picture sample picture here. And then I click on save and see what happens. Save. It says about it's saving, but when we go back and see that actually that group is not saved, we don't see in the list, and here we don't have any scroll bar, so we don't have any group below this list. Okay, but anyway, we have completed the process. We have created a security group. We have added users into that security group, and we have added that security group in the list, but the system is not working as it is expected. So this setting, we are not able to try it ahead of this point. So still we take the picture. You guys also take the picture, and this will be our picture number 7. The title is Limit OneDrive Access is not allowed because system is not allowing yet to save our security groups in it. Now we go to the next setting. Next is the term store. That is actually not in the policies, but in content services, but in the same main option, SharePoint Admin Center. So we go there. See, just close this one. This is our SharePoint Admin Center user, same old user that we have, ms at COMP3121Z, and content services. So term store. This is also a vast topic, but we are just touching it. Oh, something unexpected happened. Oh, sorry, it's working. Sometimes the system is not working yet very properly. And we have to add admins also. When I just touched it first time, and you guys will touch it first time, you will see here there are no admins. So first of all, we should add some admins here into the term store. So if we click on edit, we can add search a user from here. I'm just adding myself and global admins. I have added first, then I will add another one, global admin. 2, I add this time. This thing is working, so we can save. So we have admins here. And what we do, we click here, add term group. First of all, this is a term group that I have added before. Now I will add another term group. So just for example, any term groups that later will be helpful for us to create new contents, new columns, new search items, and then we can use them in our SharePoint sites. So this time we can say IT terms 2, for example. Sorry. IT terms 2, and we click enter, and then it will be saved. See, IT term 2 successfully added, but this message goes away quickly, but the term is added. When the term is added, sorry, this is the group is added, then we add a term set under this one. So when click on add term set, here we add a term set, like for example, programming. But we have to click enter to save it. See, under this programming, saved. And under the programming, we can add terms. So when we add terms like, for example, Java related, terms, we can add another item, C related terms. Sorry, I have not added enter. Terms. And I would like to add one more term, SQL or system collaboration, whatever we like, SQL related terms. Sorry, I forgot to click enter. Enter. Now we have 3 terms. We have more options also that we can specify here, advanced, and if we want to rename, if we want to copy, we want to move, we can organize them also. And later how we use them, we go to our site. When we are on this site, we go to documents, these documents, and here see in the list of the documents we have another add the column. This I added before. Now we'll add one more to show you guys how we do that. Add column. We click here, we click on the more options and manage metadata. This is our managed metadata that we were doing. This error is not really important. It says earlier versions of client programs might not support this type of column. No problem. We are not using earlier versions of the client programs. And then we go down. There we will see here term set settings. We click on this one, then if the system is working, sorry, here it will come. So here we have now IT terms 2. We can expand the tree, programming, we can select Java related, and then we can go back, and here we can go the column name Java related. So a column with this type will be created. On the bottom of the page there is OK button, so when we click it, it will be saved. See, Java related. Now we have another column. We can resize the columns to see our new column. Java related column is here. Now with the documents, we can add the column. We can have some information in that one, and we can use this wherever we like. This is only the documents library where we have created a new column with that type that we have created. And we go here. So where we will create a picture either on this page or on the page of the document library. We see, and then we get our picture. On this one, terms are added in, 3 terms are added into the term store. Yes, that we can show here. So this will be another example for picture number 8. Last time I just created this IT terms, and this time I have created this IT terms 2. Two terms are created in the term store. So this will be our picture number 8. And I want to complete quickly 2 more pictures. Then we just discuss a little bit about our project. Okay, so the next topic, yeah, this we have done already, how we use the terms. We have gone through, completed this process, and in fact, we can make a picture of our new column that we have created as a picture number 9. So that we have completed already, it's a good thing. And if we go to our document library, there we can see this column. We can make a picture, and that will be serving as our picture number 9 for this assignment. This is our new column. And this will be another example. This will be username, and here will be the new column created with the title will be column created with a new term. This term we have introduced before, and now we have created a column for this term. So this will be our picture number 9, and then we go to the next. Content type gallery. Yes, we can create new contents also. How we do that? If we go to our SharePoint, Admin Center, content services. In their term store, we have just studied and content type gallery. In the content type gallery, we have all the content types that already exist here. And we can create another content type also if we are in a specific field and we don't see whatever we want to save into our site, then we can create that content type. I have just taken the example before as, for example, if we are in a hospital environment, I was thinking that we will need to save prescriptions. So that we don't see content type here, prescriptions. So that we have, I have created here before a new content type named as prescriptions. For example, how we create that, I'll show you. We click on create content type and here we enter the name. Just for an example, I am creating once again, so I can write here description. Maybe just for an example, we can say medicine instruction. Like for example, when doctor gives send a patient back, they will write instructions that what care they should take. So if we want to save that document into our system, we can just write a specific content type instead of just in the documents to organize the data in a more better way. So we can write instructions, but this is actually a document type. So here we can see document content type, and here we can also say document content type basic page. So we can create. So the instructions are created. If we go back in the list in the gallery, we can see that instructions are created. It's alphabetical list. So these are the instructions. This is the new one. It's a basic page, document content type, and it's created here. Then later we can use it wherever we like into our sites, and we'll see where we want to create the picture. Just here we have created according to this page, and here a custom content type is created in content type gallery. And we have another example. Before I have created description, now I have created instructions just to show my class, and take a picture to show that new type is created. For example, here will be username and here will be new type. A custom content type is created in content type gallery. So this was our picture number 10. So we have completed 10 pictures that we will be copying for our that we will be using. Of course, don't copy all these pictures for you without any reason. Try to make your own pictures, but if you cannot, then just mention the reason and then you can use these pictures just as usual like before. But students, if you just use these class pictures and you even do not mention any reason on your assignment file, then it's not good. I will deduct some marks for sure, because you are not even giving any reason and you are not doing your own work. You should perform your own work, but of course, if with any reason you are not able to, then at least write the reason, and then you can use these pictures. But this time that you will spend on your practice, of course, it's your asset. It's not you are not wasting your time. When you are practicing some things, many of these things you will find that later you will have to remember, have to know, have to answer in your interviews and wherever you apply for the job, and you have to use them for your jobs. Okay, so these are 10 pictures completed. Now we have just two more topics remaining. One is our project and one is the midterm. About the midterm, I just want to tell you guys that you guys done very well. You probably have already seen your marks. Many students got very nice marks, but generally it was just like a bell curve. It's a good thing that some students got very good marks. Only some students got lower side of the marks, and most of you guys did very well. That average mark, so that's good. And it's also a good thing that all of the students have taken the exam. So that was a exam was not very difficult. Well, I can say that because 1/3 of the class at least got very good marks on the higher side of the marks. Almost 1/3 got the average marks, and also 1/3 got the lower side of the marks. So the exam was good, evenly distributed. Just few questions were a little difficult, and many questions were easy. So you guys should always take the exam. We know only with the final exam. Of course, if some students will not take the final exam, I don't think so they will be able to pass the course, because 20% of your total grades. And now we are left with final exam and with the assignments and with the project. And the project is heaviest in the weight. Exams are 20% midterm, 20% final term, and assignments are altogether 36, and project is 24 out of your total 100 marks for the course. So 24 marks are for the project. So like last time, there will be 24 tasks and 24 pictures worth of 24 marks. So actually it's easy. And the topics of the project will be just similar, just same what we have been doing before. So, and I have, before the students were a little concerned about that they haven't left with enough time for the project. So now you guys will have enough time for your project, because I am starting right from today, and we will have 6 weeks. And in the 6 weeks, we have to complete 24 pictures, 24 tasks. So just 4 pictures for each week. So that should be very easy. So tasks will be a little bit sometimes longer, sometimes shorter. But every week we complete 4 tasks and we submit side by side with our assignment. I will create a new folder for your project. So this will be we can say project part 1, or whatever project with week number 9. And similarly, the whole project will be considered complete when all the parts of the project will be completed in 6 parts and 4 pictures in each part. So 624, 6 into 4, 4 pictures. Sorry. Give me a minute to take a sip of tea. Okay. So, this will be the first part of our project. So we have 4 tasks only. We want to start with a new subscription. So we can test all the aspects that we have learned in our project. It will be a little bit, it looks like a long task, but it's not really. I can show you, I have completed actually today this process also to just see that everything works fine. And Microsoft has not changed anything. Apparently, they have changed, but uh, thankfully, they have not changed it really. That we can still get the new subscriptions with the same phone numbers and without showing our any of the credit card or any information. And that, of course, is in our today's lecture also, and also it is in our previous lectures also, this practice. See this one, create new Office 365 E5 subscription. In our today's class, I can show you if I go to start and I search E5, I believe I can reach there quickly. This is the first time. And this is the actually the link from where we start. But we need a new email. If you have used your email before, you have to create a new email. That I have also done in this class. I can show you once again. Let me just go through that page. See here on page number 199, create a new subscription. For that, I created a new email address also, and I have found that Yahoo is very good for that. Well, every site is giving, but some sites ask more questions, some sites ask less questions. I like Yahoo because it's not asking a lot of questions. So just first of all, we have to create a new email. If you guys like, I can show you right now. See here, this one I created a new email address, GB3121, and this was available. Also good thing that I don't know on Yahoo it would be available or not, but on the, sorry, on the Gmail it will be available or not, because that's more popular even. So, and, but the thing is, if we are logged in already, then we have to do something. Maybe I use a different browser or we log out and then we start once again. Let me try. If I go to yahoo.com and I go to mail, yeah, it will go directly there. So I can go to a different browser here and try how it works. It also, I have probably used this one also, that I can clear all the browser cache and then I can start once again. Well, let me see if I have any other browser that I have not used. Firefox and Opera maybe. Okay, so here we can create an account, and on this page, email address 3121, and then we can add our first name and last name, and I believe it will not be taken yet. For example, if I try MS, I'm just using this one. It's not the real one, but I don't think so. Anybody is using real date of birth nowadays to get an email address. And continue, and let's see if this is available. Oh, sorry, the password we need to enter a password also. Okay. I just want to show you guys that this is a not very long process. Text me a verification code. Verification code is here. See, just in 2 steps or 3 steps, we are able to create a username and password. So now on Yahoo, and then we can go to our subscription or the E5 page. This link. But of course, if in the browser already I'm logged in, the system will try to take me to the same login. I have to log out and clear the cache, and then after that, it will be easy to get another subscription. And all of those I have logged in as one or the other. I try if I have another. Yeah, I have still this one, another browser, Vivaldi, and in this one I have also logged in. Okay, I just close all of these, and somewhere here should be settings. here, paste. Oh, okay. And if we go to Office, let me see, office.com, what happens? Yeah, it's already logged in, so I just log out and see what happening now. Sign out. Yes. Switch to a different account, or we see what happens here. Now I give the new email address that was gb3121ms at yahoo.com, or get a new one. Okay. So I don't want to simply create the account and the username actually. I want to go to the specific subscription that I want to give. I want to start from that page, this link. Okay. So I just leave this page here, and on the new tab, let me try to click on this one. Yes, I want to go onto this page and click on the free trial option as we have done before. And here we just, sorry, it is changed. Email address that was, sorry, yeah, I remember, email address was, yeah, this is not registered before, so it says that we can create a new one with this one, set up account. So when you guys will click here, then you know the whole process we have done already before, I believe, at least once, of course, maybe more than once. I have shown you once again how we can start it, and it will complete quickly, and you will get a whole new subscription, all the Microsoft Office apps here, and the details, and you can get a new subscription. So I have just gone through the starting process, and then of course at the end when you are at the home page, just take a picture. So that will be showing that which picture we need to add. Maybe I can add another picture just from right now, my starting page, from any of the pages that I can show you which picture we are talking about. On the, when you reach on the main page, it will look like this. So I just make a picture so students don't confuse that which picture they have to copy. So the picture will look like this. This will be a starting page, but of course will be a new subscription for you guys. And In the project pages, I'm just adding a page here, or just duplicate this one. And here I write the first thing, and here I'm pasting the picture. So your picture should be similar to this one. This is the first task. Then the second task will be, again, let me just copy this thing here. And the second task of your project is to create 5 users manually or with code, whichever you like, whichever easy for you. We have created both ways in our first or second lecture or third lecture at most, that how we create users. I create right now in front of you. So, and which picture, then we will have the user in our account, and then I can show you. This is my regular account or another one. And yeah, this is my regular account still. And if I go into users, active users, how we create a new user is just easy. I will click on add a user, first name, I am writing this to make it on the top of the list. A1, user, and just add your name somewhere to show that it's your user, like MS or MD or whatever, first name, last name, middle name, or the full name. I'm just writing A1. Display name will be A1, username will be A1. Password, I will give the same password. And we click next. License, yeah. And we don't want to give any new roles like admin roles. We just click next and we click finish. See the user is created. We click on close and see here the new user is. So we can make a picture of a new user like this. This one will show us here is new user. We just need to create 5 users. And here will be your name of your name, first and last name, but you're showing that it is your site. And I'm copying here. Of course, I just have here 1, but I'm writing 5 because so just make it a little bit incentive that if some users like the code, that will be great. But if you guys just create 5 users, A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, that will be good enough. So this is the second task of your project, second picture, and the third picture. Sorry, I just have to rearrange the pages, the slides. Project, create a team site in your new subscription. How we do that, we know that we have created many times the sites into our subscriptions. And if we see here, we go to SharePoint, we go to active sites, and we create a new site. It's a matter of just minutes. Team site, site name, give any name, site for my project. Add yourself as a group owner. You don't need to change these things, but add members. Yeah, start typing a name. Like we have a long list of users. User 5, let's say 50. We have these users. User 51. Not added yet. Add members. Anyway, this is just a requirement during the site creation. Even we have one member is good enough. So finish, and the site for my project is created. Created a new site. It is done already. So just click on the site. And here is the site for my project. Here is your name. It's good enough. We don't need any fancy settings. Here is your new site. And here is your name. So this is your third picture. And the fourth one, I will arrange them in order. After I complete them, I just left with 5 minutes. I hope so I will be able to complete. And the fourth picture is add one member and one visitor for the new site. Okay. And when we are here in the site, either on this page or on this page, if we go to this page, let me see if we have, we go to the site and we go to the site contents and the site settings. No, sorry, not here. I'm always mixing it up. Site contents, then click on site contents. And for example, if we click on documents, add members, user number, 50 is already there, I add 51. 51. So the user is added already. Okay, so we can take the picture. Time is almost finishing. but I have shown you the process and all these things that I'm requesting you guys to complete in the project. They will be just the tasks that we have done before. So those are just easy, not very difficult. So 4 tasks every time, every week, and this will be additional to the usual assignment, and I will create a folder to submit it. Control C, and we come here and Control V. Okay, so now we see in the project, this is my 4th page. I just can rearrange them. It looks nice. 2 will be here and 1. Okay, so for the project, slide 1, slide 2, slide 3, slide 4. So similar pictures will be the part 1 of your project. Okay, guys. And what else? Just want to make a folder for the project. I believe I can make that quickly also. That project you will find in every week now. So that will be for the first part of your project, and it will be good that you will know that how much you are getting the marks in your each project part. There will be 6 parts. So the last week we will just have in the 6th week, the project will be completed and our assignments also will be completed. So here is please submit the assignment here. So I will just add like another assignment. This works like this. We just add an assignment. Sorry, what is saying? The login was probably timed out. Submit project. Week 9. Yeah. As in the class. Due date will be the same, like next Saturday, and time also will be the same, like end of the day. Points will be for the project only the 4 points, because each part will have 4 points, and altogether it's 24 points for your total points of the course. So it will be easy. 4 pictures, 4 points. Next time I would like to, or maybe we make it 40 points. So it's a little bit easy to assign the points. And if you guys have some mistakes or some things are missing, I can deduct some points. Okay, 40 points. But basically those will be 4 for your final project. Project. And final course marks also. Submission details, individual, but you have multiple attempts. You can have 3 attempts. Check for plagiarism and allow students to view. I'm not restricting it. Submit. So the folder is here. So in this folder, you can submit your project files also. So thank you very much, students, and we have completed our today's class. All the things are here in the PowerPoint slide. Also, I will upload the recordings also. This recording is long, got 2 hours because we have not taken the break. I'm afraid that how it will work, but I think so. It will be okay. We can upload it. Let's see. So I'm stopping now.